Love a good scandal, as long as it doesn't involve us. And there was plenty to talk about this year.
Yep.
Plenty.
Fox News correspondent Rick Folbaum takes a look at the jaw-dropping scandals of 2011.
2011, a year of scandals ranging from the silly to the sickening. There were plenty of surprises and some ugly shocks. Charlie Sheen claimed he was winning, but he looked like Hollywood's biggest loser after hurling vile insults at his bosses. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver, their 25-year marriage terminated after Arnold admits fathering their housekeeper's son. Was it just a big bucks TV stunt? Kim Kardashian's marriage only lasted 72 days. D.C. competing with Hollywood in the sexcapades. New York Congressman Anthony Weiner resigns after tweeting lewd pictures of himself to women. Former Democratic presidential candidate John Edwards indicted on charges he used illegal campaign donations to hide his pregnant mistress. He's pleading not guilty.
I am not going to be silenced, and I'm not going away.
And Republican candidate Herman Cain suspending his presidential campaign after denying sexual harassment allegations and infidelity. Overseas, Italian Premier Silvio Berlusconi caught in a string of scandals, including the charge he had sex with an accused underage prostitute. And in New York, a hotel maid accused the head of the International Monetary Fund, Dominique Strauss-Kahn, of attempted rape. Prosecutors later dropped the case, calling the woman not credible.
What are you going to do to clean up this mess?
Nobody in the Justice Department has lied.
Scandals raged far beyond he said, she said. In Operation Fast and Furious, federal agents lost track of more than 1,000 guns they intended to trace from their illegal purchase in Arizona till they reached drug cartels in Mexico. But 2 lost guns were found back in Arizona, where a U.S. Border Patrol agent died in a shootout. Attorney General Eric Holder calls Fast and Furious deeply flawed, but he says he knew little about it while it was underway. Solyndra, the solar panel maker, which went bankrupt after receiving $500 million in federal aid. President Obama calls Solyndra a bad bet, but says green energy needs government support to compete with China. Republicans call that bad policy. Mistreatment of our war dead. For years, the Air Force was cremating partial remains and dumping the ashes in a landfill, with families never knowing. All part of the mismanagement at the mortuary at Dover Air Force Base in Delaware. Crime and punishment. Hedge fund manager Raj Rajaratnam sentenced to 11 years in prison, the record for insider trading.
I would just like to say one sentence. This is the most humble day of my life.
A media giant under fire. Rupert Murdoch shuts his British tabloid News of the World, the paper accused of hacking the phones of celebrities, politicians, and even the voicemail of a murdered teenager. Murdoch's News Corporation is the parent company of Fox News. Schools for scandal. About 180 teachers and principals in Atlanta accused of changing answers to hike standardized test scores. Investigators say more than 80 educators confessed. And prosecutors charge high schoolers in New York with paying college students to take the SATs for them. Syracuse University assistant basketball coach Bernie Fine is fired after some men say he molested them as boys. Fine says he's innocent. And Jerry Sandusky, the former Penn State football coach, charged with sexually abusing a number of boys he says he was mentoring.
Wait the opportunity to present our side.
Head coach Joe Paterno and other top officials forced out for failing to alert police after an assistant says he told them he believed he saw Sandusky molesting a child. Stay with Fox for the latest on Penn State and all the scandals in 2012. In New York, I'm Rick Folbaum, Fox News.
That was fun to watch, and we wish you a safe, happy, and scandal-free New Year. So you'll have to stay far, far away from both of us if that's what you want. Just kidding. 2011 was a very good year, but it only gets better. It does, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks for joining us today. Be sure and catch Monday's episode of New Mexico Style. We are easing you into 2012 gently.
Very gently. Have a great day, everybody. Happy New Year. We need to